everybody.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. I'm Laura Kane.
And you look so much better in that dress.
I was going to say, do you recognize this dress?
I do.
Can you believe that this is the dress that my co-host, Erik Rimmer, right here, say hello,
Hi,
wore last week during our live episode, and we fit into each other's clothes.
we do.
He fits into my clothes.
Hi, Matt, if you married me, you would double your wardrobe.
Oh my God, you do have cute things.
Yeah.
You have things I would totally wear.
See?
Like your jeans. Yeah, I would wear your jeans.
See, you could totally.
We should do, well, we can't really get undressed in front of people live, but I was going to say we could like trade clothes, but you've already worn this dress.
I already totally
so
have.
Never mind. Okay, so it would be so cool. Hey, Producer Bryan, what's going on?
Hi, Producer Bryan.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm glad that you're back behind the controls.
I know the show actually got started off as smoothly.
It was very stressful last episode, but then I finally got comfortable with it a little bit.
Groove.
I got into my groove. I love the
bit.
toggling back and forth between cameras. That was really super fun. But if you are just catching our show, if you're like haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, would you do that? That would really make our day. Thank you so much. Subscribe on Instagram.
Well, thank you, Leo.
Follow us on. Leo's going to be our co-host next week.
I cannot wait.
I know. Leo, Electric Leo.
Leo said the wig had him.
The wig. Oh, yeah. The wig that looks like this. Well,
Hi,
I
Michael
pretty
Tyler.
much have a wig on. But anyway.
Your magic hair?
Yes, my magic hair, my magic tape on hair. Follow us on TikTok. I started posting a bunch of videos on TikTok, and so I'm trying to get big on that platform. You know what I'm saying? And I would love you guys to help us manifest a party. We're going to throw a party.
We are.
We're hoping to have it at Saquon. Brian is going to be with us 2 years next month. That is insane to me.
It is
For a
insane.
lot of reasons, it is.
I mean,
And
wow.
Laura's going to be 60.
Shut up, please, please,
Dude.
please,
61. All right. Let's not. We can't shave off too much.
please. My
Hi,
birthday
Julie.
is May 24th. It happens to be a Friday. I know what I want for my birthday. I don't know if this is possible.
What?
What?
It's not going to be cheap.
Then no.
And
No.
we need to get them, or you need to get them, like tonight.
What?
What?
And you have to come with me.
No.
Yes. It's on May 14th.
I'm not here.
It's at Pachanga Arena.
Uh-huh.
The 14th, I think, is a Tuesday night.
No.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, no thanks.
No, thanks.
Oh, what? That's
Ugh.
top 3 concerts I've ever seen.
No.
I saw him in 2006 and like 2016.
Here, close your eyes.
Why?
Because I'm going to give you your birthday present early.
No, I'm not going to accept it because I don't want whatever you're giving me because it's not expensive enough. I have a feeling.
You're going to be really disappointed with what I give you.
I think I have lipstick on my teeth.
Which is nothing.
I know I don't expect, come on, I don't expect, but I do expect something from you. And I don't expect Justin Timberlake tickets, but that would be really cool. If you wanted to like tell somebody or.
Well, you're...
I know I am in the radio business, but like that's not, you know what
Let me
the thing
call
is?
him. Hold on.
Now listen, back in the day in radio, it used to be easy to get tickets to things. It used to be easy to get free CDs.
You're spoiled because they're
stuff.
expensive now, too.
I know, but no, it's not like that anymore. We do not, like people always ask me, can you get me tickets to Sting and Billy Joel? I'm like, if I had access to those tickets, I would be taking those tickets. Yeah. But, you know, we save them for people who actually win them on the radio. So that's what we save them for.
Well, then tell me when I can call in and I'll win you tickets.
I don't think you qualify because you're a friend of an employee.
Well, I can be an enemy.
No, I don't think you only have to be. Hey, anyway, so we want to.
Don't you want my gift, though?
Wait. Okay, I think this is a good tease before we go into our sponsors.
Okay.
You're about to give me a gift.
I am.
And
We're gonna verbalize our teases now.
Well, see this.
We're
I'm
announcing
teaching
them?
him. I'm teaching him the ways of.
I was at one of your favorite places on earth
Did you get her a
Okay.
mince from a restaurant?
Okay. Time out.
Hi.
This is exciting. Erik has something for me, and I have a question for you guys. After we talk about our fabulous
Hi,
sponsors, Jay Wertzler
Hi,
from
Dr.
Capital
Riedler.
Growth Inc.
Hi, Monique.
and La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. What's up, Dr. Salazar? What's up, Dr. Swiston? Everybody else there. Thank you so much for supporting
Hello.
our podcast. Here we go.
Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Look no further than Jay Wertzler, your trusted and our favorite certified financial planner.
Life is full of financial decisions, and with 30 plus years of experience and a dedication to your financial well-being, Jay is your partner in achieving your financial goals.
So if you're at or near retirement and you want to know if you have sufficient assets and income sources for a comfortable retirement, or if you are simply changing jobs and you're unsure about what your options are with your current retirement plan, please reach out to Jay.
Jay Wertzler and the team at Capital Growth go the extra mile to ensure your financial success. Their office is a one-stop shop for financial advising, estate planning, tax preparation, and divorce analysis. Call Jay today at 858-552-6960 or email him at jayw@capitalgrowthinc.com.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center is the place to go if you're looking to rejuvenate your appearance, tighten and shape your body, and just do something special for yourself. You deserve to look your very best.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center offers over 90 procedures and treatments for a natural, youthful appearance. They are absolutely the best in the business. Try out their treatment planner at glamfam.com. It's so easy and amazing to use.
We can't say enough great things about their board-certified plastic surgeons, and guess what? They offer flexible payment plans so you can start your journey to a better you right now.
Free consultations, too. The very best in the business is in our own backyard. How lucky are we?
Make sure you tell them that Laura Kane After Dark sent you. We love everything about La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. Go to glamfam.com.
I love how you always throw that in, that I was naked.
I know. In that one picture, Erik.
You were.
You
I
totally
was.
were. Okay, so I want to know. Okay, I'm going to tease before we get into what Erik has for me. I want to know from you guys what was the best thing that happened to you this weekend and the worst thing that happened to you this weekend. But first, what did you get me? And where did you go to get
I
it?
was in the high desert this weekend
Okay.
for 4 days.
Okay. Which high desert?
I was
Area.
out near Joshua Tree.
I've never been to Joshua Tree. I've always wanted to go to Joshua Tree. I love that album from U2, by the way. That
I think
reminds
that's
me.
unrelated to the location, though.
I know, but it's the name of the album. And I just, one of my college when I was a freshman. Anyway, what?
Well, I may have picked you a little something up at a place called Area 51.
You went to Area 51? Were you in Area 51?
Close your eyes.
Are you, no, seriously? Did you drive
Where
through?
Where do you think I got this?
Well, okay. Oh my God. I'm way into, okay. I'll close my eyes. Okay. Feels like a little, okay. It's a little ship. It's a pin, I think. Or it could be one of those, those little croc jewels. You know, you put the croc things in. Get in, loser. Get in, loser, it says.
You got that from the real Area 51.
See, you
which
is
is
me all excited.
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
famously in California.
Dude, I believe everything. See, I believe everything you tell me, and yet you still do this to me. Doesn't that make you like sad? Doesn't that make you feel bad? That
I called her on my way up there and I said that I was going to be back in 2 weeks, and she was having a full-on panic attack.
I know. Every time he'll call me on the way here on Monday nights, and he'll go. It'll be about 6:30, and he'll call me and he'll say, I just got off work. I just got into my place. I'll get there. I'm like, and then of course I am yelling, I'm panicking, and he's like, just kidding. I'm just parking in your driveway. God, annoying. Okay, so
Well,
Do you still love me?
Yes, of course.
Fool you once, shame on him. Fool you twice, though. Shame on you.
I know. I'm full of shame.
I mean, he did say he went to Area 51 right after he said he went to Joshua Tree, which are not close to each other.
Well, it could have been a 4-day big road trip. Maybe he was in an RV. I don't know.
I think
You never know. That's what I
think you do know, though.
Have you
know.
met me?
I
I would not be in an RV.
That's true. That's
I don't camp.
I really wanted to do that with a former boyfriend. We wanted to go to Area 51 or take an RV trip like out to that area and just like go to all the weird cafes and like the weird stores and see just, the people that are freaks about aliens.
There's nothing out there, but yeah.
It just would be an interesting
It'd still be
thing.
cool, yeah.
I will say this.
What?
All I heard playing in my head was the theme from Deliverance.
While you were
There.
in the high desert?
Oh,
Yes.
God. The banjo?
Yes.
Is that so you didn't really like it that much?
No, it was very nice. It was super cold at night. The
Okay.
wind was crazy.
Why Deliverance? The people?
Yeah.
The people that live there? Yeah. Oh my God. That's not very nice.
I know.
I would think they'd be cool.
Yeah. That movie's insane, by the way.
People were nice, but
Holds up. That movie totally holds up
Yeah, it's
through the
crazy.
years.
but it was definitely there. People that live out there do not want to be on the grid. Let's just put it that way.
And they don't want no out of towners moving
No.
on in, do they?
No.
All right. So I want to know from you guys what was the best thing that happened to you this weekend and what was the worst thing that happened to you this weekend. I'll go first while you think. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with the worst thing that happened to me this weekend. And you may or may not have seen the video I posted a couple of hours ago of my Jeep being put on a tow truck and me standing outside going, there goes my Jeep. Well, yesterday I pull out of my driveway. I had to get to a meeting and I was running a little bit behind. I pull out of my driveway, I pull onto my street, and all of a sudden the lights in my car just like all flickered at once. All the electronics went crazy, and then it sputtered, and then it stopped. And then it's a push button kind of car, and it would not start. Jumper cables, everything. So I left, the car was literally it might as well have been in the middle of my street. It was probably 2 to 3 feet from the curb on the other side of the street.
Oh no.
I had to put a cone in the back and a cone in the front because, first of all, no service department is open on Sundays. So what am I going to do? No, we tried jumping it. We tried double jumping it with 2 cars. Some nice guy.
What?
Yeah, some nice guy who was
Double jumping?
yeah, he said, this really, really nice guy, he must have been from like Serbia or something. He had a really cool accent, but he was a neighbor down the street. He saw we were struggling and he goes, oh, I'm a mechanic, but I'm kind of on the way. I'm kind of late for something, but real quick, why don't we try to double jump it? I'll use my car, you use your car, Antonio's car, and that didn't work. So it wasn't the battery. So
When was the last time you had an oil change?
I just had an oil
Oh, you
change
did.
and I just had to get
It's
new
not that.
tires.
It's a battery issue.
Yeah.
So anyway, there it was all day in the street. So a police officer comes down. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm standing out front and there's something wrong. He goes, excuse me, but you need to turn your wheels. I'm like, do you see that my car is like
Yeah.
literally in the middle of the street? I can't move it. I can probably turn the wheel. Okay. And that was it. And then he pulled off.
Well, see, my car, you couldn't even turn the wheels if the car wouldn't start. Like everything locks up.
Anyway, so this morning, got up, called Quality Towing, shout out, because the guy was so nice. Took me to the Jeep dealership. I leased the car, so luckily it's under warranty.
Oh, thank
But
goodness.
it does, you're right, Brian. Bingo. Need a new battery.
Oh, that's easy though.
Yeah.
But then they gave me all these other things that it needs that are not under warranty.
Of course.
And $1,500 later, I'm like, and then, so they just said, do you accept or decline? Accept or decline? I was like, decline, 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 decline. I mean, you know what? No, I don't care about the air filters in my car. I don't care about the brake fluid, whatever.
Well, you should care about the brake fluid.
Not for $400, I don't.
No, take it to a cheaper mechanic.
Anyway, so I don't have a car right now.
Oh boy.
So I just kind of made myself busy today here at home.
Aw.
I swept the floors.
It looks
did the
very
laundry.
clean.
Oh, it does.
Things she otherwise normally wouldn't do.
So the best thing that happened to me this weekend, I was actually on my way to this thing, was I went to a women's meeting where I finally got my 17-year token.
Yay.
From my friend Madeline, and it was really important that she give it to me because she is just doing so good with her sobriety, and we've
That's
become really good
awesome.
friends, and I really wanted her to give it to me, and so we've kept missing each other, and we wanted to do it at this women's meeting, and so it was really, really awesome to you just can't miss getting the token because you work so hard for it. And there was a woman at the meeting that was like, I'm kind of shy to stand up here and admit that I have 9 months and that I get a token. I'm like, don't ever be, you worked for that. You worked for that. You get that token every year. You get that token. It's so important. So anyway, if I had my purse, I'd show it to you. But anyway, that was the best. That was the worst and the best thing that happened to me this weekend. Oh, what about you?
The best thing was being off for 4 days and being completely off the grid. That was the best.
You were not off the grid because you texted me several times and sent me atrocious videos in the process all weekend. You were not off the grid, mister.
What do you mean I sent you atrocious? That must have been somebody else.
I tell him he's not supposed to send me pictures anymore of guys or girls or animals or inanimate objects puking. What happens? He said he'd stop it. So
When did I say that?
I told you not to do that anymore, and then I thought you...
Yeah.
I thought
he
you meant that
agreed,
day.
though.
So I haven't opened anything for a while, and I
You
decided...
should look.
You were missing some good stuff.
Yeah, peak humor right there. Top tier comedy.
Well, the one video I just finally decided to revisit your Instagram DMs. A guy sitting on a porch, all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I'm over it. No more. I will never, ever open a video from you again. I'm sorry. I can't. It's too risky.
It is not risky.
It is.
Listen, it's kind of like gambling.
Which is something that
Sometimes you hit the
excites me.
jackpot. Yes. And it's a really good one. And sometimes it's just a big
It'll be
letdown.
puke. It'll be somebody pooping. It'll be like an animal pooping. You sent me a picture of a bee with bee shit. Like, what?
Oh, that was funny. The bee pooping. Wasn't that a lot of poop?
Oh my god! All right, what was
ridiculous.
the worst part of your week?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. What was the worst thing that happened? this weekend? It could be something small. Like, I don't know. You lost $1. I don't know.
No.
What?
Me lose $1.
I know, right?
He
Never.
knows where all of his pennies are.
I know.
The worst thing that happened, I don't even think there was anything.
Oh my God.
Oh, there was.
Okay.
So
Bring it on.
I went with some friends hiking in 29 Palms. And I'll show you the pictures. It was really pretty.
You're going to show them
On
your phone?
Yeah.
That was good, Brian.
And so there's an oasis down at the bottom of this. It's a 3-mile round trip. But it's like straight down and then it's straight up. So it's not for the faint of heart. It like on the thing as you're going in, it says, like degree of difficulty hard. And it was tough, but it was really pretty down there. So we're sitting there on this rock and there's just palm trees right at the bottom and water and stuff like that. And there's nothing anywhere else. Like it's all rocks. And they were moving or not moving, but they were redoing part of it. So this woman comes by and she goes, "Oh, not obeying the signs." Click, takes a picture of us and says, "I'm going to post this."
Well, were you?
No, we weren't. We were totally not in that area at all.
Well, then why did she say that?
Yeah, because she was a bitch. She was just being a Karen. So I'm editing some of my photos that I took because it was the only shade in the whole place. And one of my friends goes, "I'll be right back. I'm going to go talk to her." And I was all, "Oh, better you than me."
Yes, for sure.
So then she said, "Oh, I'm just being an asshole. I work for like
the woman admitted that she was being a jerk?
in a very like bitchy way. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm the asshole," or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, you are."
Oh gosh.
But yeah, she was, and then she literally made that whole hike, didn't even stay down there, turned around and went back up. And so she happened to be ahead of us as we were leaving. And she got in her car and like waved, like we all just stared her down, like
a true Karen.
Yes, very much.
Producer Bryan, what is the best thing that happened to you this weekend and the worst thing that happened to you this weekend?
Best thing that happened to me is probably the opposite of your best thing, which is that I went out with coworkers and drank. It was fun.
Yes. Is there any place you want to talk?
We went to Lazy Dog.
Oh, I love Lazy Dog.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I didn't get drunk or anything. But worst thing, I don't know. I was just tired this weekend. I feel like the weekend went by too fast. So
it really did.
That was my worst thing. Is I feel like I didn't get a weekend.
And you know what? Even though I had this car trouble, and I literally last week had to spend $600 on 2 new tires. 2 tires were bald.
Gross.
Car stuff sucks, but when I was in the tow truck with the guy, I asked him, I said, "What do you like about being a tow truck driver?" And I was videotaping him, and he goes, or I was filming him, videoing, whatever. And he goes, helping people. I was like, okay, you just made my day. That is a great answer, because that is what we all are here to do, is just help other people. Right? And he was cute too. But then he talked about his family. And then I was like, okay, never mind.
Laura?
Never mind. No, he's really super handsome.
Okay.
But then he talked about how much he loved his family. And I thought that was great too. But then I was like, okay, well,
by family,
I'll check
did he
that one
mean
off.
I have kids but no wife?
No, he talked about his wife and his kids.
Or I was going to be getting back in the arena soon, I think.
I know. We should have a whole show based on dating.
Sure.
Our
We'll help you find
theories
someone.
are what we like, what we don't like, what I should do. What should I do?
Not what you're doing now.
Which is nothing.
So do something. It's a good place.
I was on Hinge for like a week, and then I just wasn't into it. I just didn't. It wasn't time. It just wasn't time.
Yeah, too bad. Actually, too bad you don't drink, because bars would be a great place. But
oh, by the way, we are in retrograde. So when I posted that video, somebody said, "Oh, Mercury in retrograde." So I got to tell you what not to do until April 24th.
I'm not leaving my house.
So this is what you're not supposed to do during this time.
I'm going to do all of these things.
Do not make important decisions about something
For like a whole month?
like buying a house decisions, like getting married, like that kind of thing, getting a divorce. Like, don't make a big decision.
Okay, divorce. Okay.
Don't sign a contract.
Okay.
Don't launch any new big projects.
Okay.
Don't travel if you can help it.
I'm traveling this month.
Are you traveling before the 24th?
Maybe? I don't think so.
Don't argue with others.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't let stress overwhelm you. Basically, when we're in this Mercury in retrograde situation, stuff like this, car stuff happens. Just go with the flow.
Counterpoint.
Go with the flow.
It's meaningless.
You think Mercury in retrograde is meaningless?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
How different are we? We are so incredibly
really
different.
are.
It's
Why
crazy.
in
How did
layman's
she give
terms-
birth to you?
How did I give birth to you?
that. In layman's terms, explain to me why Mercury in retrograde affects me. or affects everyone?
Now, that would be a question for Reverend Dr. Natalie Vale, who I almost called, but it was a little bit too late to get her on this late.
Should I ask a scientist?
Yeah, you go ahead and ask a scientist.
Okay.
But we have.
I am a scientist. I can tell you.
Don't
It means nothing.
It does. It affects people. It affects like woo-woo people like me.
Woo-woo people.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm not
like
a woo-woo poop person, so I'm a poop. I'm immune.
Poop.
Yeah, I'm immune. In fact, it seems like if you don't believe in it, then you're immune. So why would you want to believe in it?
It just is. It is what it is.
Okay.
There's something. It's the alignment of the planets. It's like
Means
energy
what?
shifts. It's
Shifts how?
don't ask me questions. I'm not an expert in this.
I don't
not.
think anyone's an expert in it.
Oh my God. I think that Natalie is definitely an expert in this. And
She is.
We should have her on.
right.
Maybe we'll have her on next week and she can explain to you scientifically what Mercury in retrograde is all about.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's a great idea.
Cue the Double D music, please. Oh, and then I have to tell you something after the Double D.
What?
What I did this weekend.
Oh, no. Do I know about it?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. Just go on with the
Did it involve cash changing hands?
Yeah.
Not changing hands, more like into a machine.
No. I did not go to a casino. No, I did not.
Oh, that's good.
I did
One
not.
vice for another.
I did not.
All right. Where do we start? Well, I'm going to start with this story because I almost slid out of my underwear when I read this. Melrose Place is coming back with Heather Locklear and 2 more stars from the original. Laura Layton and Daphne Zuniga are coming back.
Oh my God, Daphne Zuniga. I remember that
Yes.
name.
There's no word if any other of the originals will join in, but one of them can only appear in flashbacks because someone is going to die.
Andrew Shue, wasn't he in that
Yes.
too? He was the cute one, the cute boy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
I know. It's awesome.
I wonder where it's going to air.
They're actually shopping it around.
Oh, okay.
So it's not picked up by any particular network yet.
Okay.
Coachella was this weekend in Indio, out where I was. I was looking at the roster of entertainment, I guess you could call it. Out of like 150 names, I knew who 14 of the people were.
They had Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey, Billie Eilish.
Well, Billie Eilish showed up out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue.
Which was cool.
No doubt.
Well, No Doubt was the big one, I guess.
Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah,
Carpenter.
she's big now.
Yeah, but I did not know who anybody was.
I would never go to Coachella.
I would never.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Sounds
the worst
awful.
nightmare.
It was on my bucket list, and I went in 2016 or 2017.
All right.
Eminem, Tyler the Creator.
Oh, you did go a good year. Okay.
Beyonce.
Yeah, that's a good year.
And but I've never been as terrified as I was when I tried to make my way through the crowd during Eminem. I was like lifted up off of my feet as it was so incredibly crowded. You couldn't get a drink or of anything, water. The lines were huge. You couldn't get any food. Forget about the bathrooms. Like, ew. They were disgusting. And then there's just too many people. Too many people.
It just seems like one of the most like poorly planned events ever.
Yeah.
It's just
It sounds like a fire festival.
Yeah. Well,
They
at least
should-
it happens, but
Oh.
they should just cut off the tickets at some point. Like they should make it more enjoyable for the
Well,
people.
it got a lot of kind of lackluster because people didn't know who a lot of these artists were, so they had a lot of tickets left.
Oh. Well, isn't that a 2-weekend thing?
I don't know.
No, it's just one weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it.
Starts on Friday and ends at midnight on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And they say usually in all the previous years they're cited for noise violations because it runs over, but because of the lack of talent, they didn't get one violation.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You know what's coming up, which is cool in San Diego, is the Wonderfront Music Festival. There's like 80 stages, or 80 musical acts, and there's like one area that's all EDM, and there's one area that's like, all house music, and then I forgot who's even playing, but that's coming up here pretty soon too.
You know who Roberto Cavalli is? The designer?
Yes.
He died at the age of 83.
Oh.
The Golden Bachelor, Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist, divorced after their 3-month-long marriage.
Wow.
Shocking.
Yeah, what a shocker.
Can't you do something other than divorce? Like, can you get it annulled? It's such a short period of time.
Annulments are pretty. You gotta be like pretty specific, like circumstances.
In news for Bryan, your idol, Keanu Reeves, fractured his kneecap on the set of the movie Good Fortune. How did he do it? He tripped on a rug.
Oh, ouch.
Guess who won't be making an appearance at my second anniversary party?
There's such a thing called crutches, and he's a cool guy.
And there's
who
a
would
thing
show.
called a rascal.
There's a thing called a rascal. I'm sure there's a bunch of them in there.
I don't know. I feel bad if he showed up on crutches. I would be like, oh man.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
Would you feel bad if he was not on crutches? Would you still feel like, oh my God, I can't even believe
I mean, if he's in pain, I don't want him to like drag out to our little party.
See, I have some Bryan news and I have some Laura news.
What's my news?
Eminem is asking his fans to share their story for an upcoming documentary about him. He is asking his fans for their help. He's asking them to fill out a questionnaire on why they're his biggest fan.
His stans. He calls his fans stans from that song.
Mm-hmm.
I love Eminem. I always have.
I
will.
do too.
Oh my God.
I can't stand him.
He's a phenomenal rapper.
Sick and tired of being admired. That I just die or get fired. Don't come and speak to me. I don't know you. To blow you a motherfucking thing. I used to know all the words to all the songs, but obviously I don't.
I used to be able to do Rap God at
I
full
couldn't
speed.
tell you one song that he sang.
Lose yourself.
Lose yourself
In the music, the moment you own it, you
better.
never go. You want one stop, don't
One shot.
One shot.
Do not miss your chance
Okay.
to blow.
Brian,
What?
Take the floor. Go ahead. Go for it.
I'm okay.
No, I want to see you do a little bit of
Do
rap
what?
god.
A Rap God?
Just do a couple bits. I love rap. I love it. I admire people who can retain
have any music.
that. It doesn't matter.
It does, man. That's not how Rap God goes. God damn it. Okay. I'll just do the fast part real quick. Or at least what I used to be able to do a bit. Samalama umalama, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, animated, rubber. So that anything you say is ricocheting off of me. I'm gonna glue to you. Devastating, more than ever demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading in the haze of forever waiting for the day I say. They can say I fell off the be celebrating because another way to get them motivated. I make elevator music. You make elevator music. Yeah. Anyways.
See, I want to be able to do that.
Wow.
I know.
Practice.
See, I know.
I like you better than Eminem.
Thanks. I don't.
Now in news for me,
What?
Britney Spears could make $100 million a year on OnlyFans.
Oh,
That's
God.
more than I make.
She could.
She would do it.
An OnlyFans manager claims Britney Spears could make $100 million a year if she joined the platform.
Yeah, she could.
Insiders close to her
Easily.
say she has no interest.
Well,
Good.
then that's
Good
good.
for her.
Yeah, good for her. But yeah, she pretty much posts that kind of
You know,
stuff
actually,
on
though,
Instagram.
besides
with
the
little things over it.
Besides the notoriety, I don't know if anyone wants to see her naked.
I think it would be just a misstep.
I think she would get some success, but I don't
Yes,
know if I would
she-
actually want I'd be like, oh, that's funny. No thanks.
She's got a great body.
Yeah, but I think it would just be it would just be thirsty.
Her in her 20s, 100%, she would have made a bajillion dollars, but now
Yes, now, yes. I believe that. Yes. You know what? I would even pay maybe just so I could say, oh, okay, there she's naked. Okay.
yeah,
I don't hear Brittany, here's some money. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Okay.
And then the last news, OJ's dead.
Okay.
Boo hoo.
I don't want. Never mind.
I have
Boo,
something.
boo.
Can I dovetail into your?
You can whale tail into it, sure.
Can we all can agree he did it right?
Oh, for sure.
He did it. Okay. There are some people that think he didn't, so I just want to say
As a show,
he did it.
I think we can all be in agreement that we believe he believe he did it.
He did it.
He was not convicted of it, obviously.
No.
But look what happened afterwards. Like he threatened to kill people, like in Vegas.
He went to jail too.
Yeah, he went to jail.
Like 25 years, I think.
Where were you when the white Bronco chase happened?
I was at work.
Okay, and do you remember everything?
Yes, we all stopped. We pulled a TV into the office from the break room and watched it.
This thing was unbelievable when it happened. It was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was living in Coronado. I was married. I was sitting on the floor of one of my bedrooms in an apartment. I had a cockatoo and a chinchilla as pets.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Isn't that
God.
My cockatoo was on my shoulder. And I remember just watching the TV and sitting there, and the chinchilla was running around, but just as clear as day, just watching.
Yeah.
And she was thinking, this will never fall apart.
We did the same thing with the trial. We brought a TV in and everybody
Bryan,
watched it.
this was,
Oh, I understand.
it was, and this is before this is when there was, just cable channels and people watched, could watch live TV.
Yeah.
They can now, but it was different then.
I don't think we'll ever have an event like that or 9/11 in terms of there's only one place to see it at the time. Now I can pull up my phone.
Right.
It'll never be the same.
Also 30 years ago, Kurt Cobain killed himself.
Oh, that's right.
1994.
Something's in the way.
I know. Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley, they got married 30 years ago. Also 30 years ago, the number one song in the country was Ace of Base, The Sign.
Oh,
I saw
my
the
God.
sign, and it opened up my eyes. Bump and Grind by R. Kelly, and I Swear by All for One.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. The top TV show was Home Improvement.
Oh,
I
God.
never watched an episode of that.
Nor did I.
That's one with Tim Allen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
Pamela
Right.
Anderson
I
was on
heard-
there for a hot minute.
I heard he is a nightmare, allegedly.
I've heard he's a dick too.
Yeah.
I've heard
He's so
that.
funny, though. He seems like such a nice guy, though.
Oh, I think he...
Tim Allen?
no,
I just like him from the Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
He seems like a fun guy. I'm sure he's not.
He's not, and who else is not? Oh, I heard Michael Keaton is not. But then that's just rumors.
I expect that, though. He seems like a dick, but he seems like a cool dick.
If you get into his good graces, you would really have a cool friend.
I bet it's fun to make fun of other people with him. I bet it is like the shit.
Hi,
to just,
Margaret.
Like make fun of people with him.
Anyway, Seinfeld also was big.
Never watched
30
an
years-
episode of that either. Not one episode.
What?
The only clip I've ever seen is the, what's her name, doing that dance.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Seinfeld's not that funny.
I've never had a desire to watch that show.
It's not that
And
funny.
I don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, agreed. He's not that funny either.
Maybe the show doesn't hold up. You seeing it so many years later, but it sure was hilarious. And
Maybe.
Remember the masturbation one?
I've never seen it.
Oh, I mean,
It's just here's the thing. Jerry Seinfeld's just not that funny.
he's just like every man. I think he is
the,
funny.
The worst part of every Seinfeld episode
What?
is the very end when he's trying to do stand up. That's like the worst part of every Seinfeld episode. It's so
Oh my God,
not
you
funny.
guys, stop it. Stop. You do not stamp your foot on a show like Seinfeld.
I always thought of Jerry Seinfeld as like
What
a
else is on
B-list
the list?
comedian.
Roseanne,
Oh, I liked Roseanne.
She's crazy though.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Grace Under Fire. Do you remember
Never
that?
watched it.
I did, and then Coach.
I never watched that either.
No one had seen Friends. That was a few months from premiering.
Oh my God, that
Oh,
show.
I
I
hate Friends.
love that
I
show.
hate Friends.
You know what?
You two bite your tongue.
You know what comedy TV show is really underrated is Arrested Development.
Oh my God, I love Arrested
That
Development.
show is insanely funny
Oh
and
my
does
God,
not
it's
get
so
credit.
funny.
Yeah.
You know what show is insanely funny but does get some credit is Schitt's Creek.
Oh my God, I love Schitt's Creek.
It is funny.
I love Schitt's Creek.
I love all the people that I love everybody in
I
there.
just watched a really good movie last night called Scoop.
Oh
on
yeah,
Netflix.
you know what? I started watching that and it was interesting, and then I kind of I think I fell asleep.
I also watched a movie called, while I was in the desert, called Life Itself. on Amazon Prime. Oh, it's with Antonio Banderas. And
is it new?
Yes.
Is
Annette
it good?
Bening. Oh my God, you guys.
Is it
was
action? Is it drama? Did you cry?
it's a drama. It was so good. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I had never heard of it, and it was spectacular. What's her name is in it that directed Don't Worry, Darling?
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde's in it.
Okay.
It was so good.
We need to talk about one more thing before we close the show.
Okay.
I was going through, I don't know, the internet, and I saw movies that will mess with your mind. And immediately I'm like, ooh, I got to see this list. So on the list, there were things like one was Resurrection. I've never seen that.
Oh.
Then there was one called Infinity Pool, which is new.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Yeah,
It wasn't that good.
I didn't like it.
It was mediocre.
It didn't
so boring.
really mess. It was, don't watch it. Seriously.
It's not that mind bending though.
It isn't.
Like it's pretty.
It isn't. It's not that good.
No.
That's why some of those lists are ridiculous. Now did you hear about this new movie? It's I'm sure it's an A24 film. But it's called I think it is because it's directed by I think Ari Aster, who does a lot of stuff for A24.
Yeah.
And it's called Sasquatch Sunrise, and it's with Riley Keough and I forget
It's out.
There's no dialogue in it at all, and they play cavemen, and people have gotten up and walked out and gotten sick to their stomachs because it's just them vomiting, having sex, pooping. That's all it is.
My
Even
God,
the trailer,
my
if you
nightmare.
watch the trailer, you see it right on the trailer. I'm all no thanks.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Nope.
Oh my God. I got my daughter to watch the show Ripley. You've got to watch that too on Netflix. What?
Have you ever seen a movie called A Serbian Film?
No.
Don't.
Okay. And
Don't
one
watch
final
that.
thing. I started watching.
Oh my God, no! Don't ever watch it.
Don't watch it.
Then don't throw that out. in
Well,
the
no,
universe.
talk about a movie that'll mess with your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
it's
saying
just
that should be like
traumatizing. I
number
know it's-
one.
It's
I
not
was
mind bending. You watched it?
I didn't even make it through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to finish The Visit?
No.
No.
Is it the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yes.
No, it's terrible.
No.
You should watch the new show on Amazon called Fallout, though.
Oh,
Okay.
It's pretty good.
My Charlie said he is digging it so much
I just
because
finished it over the weekend.
he used to play the game.
Yeah, I didn't, but I know of it, and it's really good.
But as somebody who's not into video games and that kind of thing, do you think I'd like it?
Yeah, the characters are really fun.
Really?
It'll take a second to kind of wrap your head around the type of world it takes place in, just in the sense it's very like the technology is like very 1960s futuristic, where they have like weird flying robots, but still has like the 1960s vibe.
Okay.
And it's a very alternate telling of like America, but it's really good though. So
you're
Okay.
a player. We can see you.
What? Oh, you're an
yeah.
Empire. All right. Coming up on Thursday, we have a really good, thick round of What's Your Price?
Oh boy.
And I'll tell you what I did over the weekend. I never thought I'd say this, that I did something like this. That's coming up on Thursday.
Do I know what it is?
No.
Oh,
In the
boy.
meantime, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on all the things, and love you on Instagram, love you on YouTube, love you for listening on everything else, and love your podcast.
That was so enthusiastic.
I know. See,
My
that is
God.
why, yes. And that's why you follow my lead.
Well, thank you everybody on YouTube, on Instagram, for watching, listening, DMing us.
You don't need to, I didn't say copy what I said.
I'm just joining in and agreeing with you.
Okay.
Look at this.
Okay, go.
Hi. What? Oh, I love you. And you look so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
better
yeah,
in
yeah.
that
Cut you
gown
off.
than
I
I
know.
do.
I'm gonna cut you off.
I know.
I love you.
You know what's gross? I didn't wash this dress, and Eric's sweating it, and I'm wearing it right now. Anyway,
you have my ball sweat.
Oh my God!
All right,
Just log out.
Love your podcast.
Please.
Love your podcast.
Love you, my sweet babies. Bye.